Hello Aries, and welcome to your mid-April 2019 reading. These readings are not going to be particularly love focused or general. It's more so just whatever you need to know at this time. So allow me just a moment to go ahead and lay out your messages here. Many of you may be thinking about relocating or traveling at this time. Also, some of you may be in custody battles or going through something with your children or a co-parent. Or you may just be dealing with someone who is very immature. Some of you, there's some difficulty here with children for some of you. It may be like behavioral, like something behavioral going on. Some of you, I feel like you're reaching out to someone and they are taking advantage of you. You are getting an offer of love here, but be very careful, because for some of you, I feel like someone's trying to take advantage of you financially. For some of you, that's what's going on in a co-parenting situation where one parent is, like they're taking advantage of the child support, that type of thing. Or you may be filing for child support, for child custody. Those types of things. I see some of you are going through a difficult financial time right now. Or you're concerned about how you're going to make ends meet, how you're going to afford certain things, how you're going to support yourself, how you're going to support a child, something like that. Yeah, definitely some argumentative, combative energy going on, and it's like, I feel like you're exhausted with it. Like you may have a child that's giving you a hard time, or a co-parent that's giving you a hard time. I feel like there's some difficult energy going on. Some of you are feeling very suspicious, like you may be monitoring someone's online activity, particularly if this is a child. It just seems as though you're trying and trying and trying and trying, and I feel like all your efforts are made in vain. Like someone is not listening to you. They're being argumentative, and it's putting you in a state of exhaustion. Yeah, so you're coming through as, feeling very overwhelmed, feeling stressed out, feeling like there's a lot going on at this time. Many of you are having financial difficulty, okay? You may be trying to take on extra hours, extra shifts. I feel like this is heavily work focused and, household responsibilities, a lot of duties, a lot of obligations. Yeah, especially with family. Now, if this is not where, you have children, then it can absolutely be, with your actual family, okay? Like this could be a family member. And you're showing up here, you're coming through as the Queen of Swords. So some of you may be involved with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But in general, this is someone who's feeling very drained. It's about feeling depleted. And I feel that it's like you feel that you're watching the world pass you by. That is the energy that I'm picking up, where you're looking around and you're like, what is going on? I feel like there's a lot of questioning going on here. You're like, how did this happen? How did I get in this position? I feel like you guys are craving, you're wanting to be happy. And I feel like there's a craving for freedom as well. With this showing up in your crowning energy, this indicates, thinking about new opportunities. Okay, it's like you're wanting a breakthrough. I feel like there's something in your life that you're wanting to change. It's like wanting to go back and start all over, or wishing you hadn't have taken a certain path. It's like, how did I get myself in this position, and how do I get out of it? So you have death in the upcoming energy, and this is all about changes, transformation, and it's all about endings. So there's a situation here that you're trying to figure out, how do I put an end to this? In the foundation, you have the Ace of Wands. So this is, a new idea, a new beginning. Some of you, it's like you had high hopes and expectations for a particular career or a particular relationship. And all it's done is put you in a state of exhaustion. It's like you're carrying all of the weight. You're bearing all of the responsibility. That's what I'm feeling here. Something that you once saw as bright and vivid and exciting. Something you were once very passionate about. It's like now things have changed. And you're very overwhelmed. And again, financial struggles are going on here as well. Pay very close attention to your finances. I feel like there's a need to save. There's a need to save your money here. Budget very carefully. Plan out what your expenses are. With the World showing up here in the thoughts for some of you, there may be a situation that takes you off guard. It could be an unexpected financial payout, an unexpected, I feel like you're having to spend money on something that you weren't prepared for, okay? So it's like you need to be budgeting and putting money away. Others of you, I feel like this is where someone has been wearing a mask and their mask is coming off. Okay, which indicates here, why you're showing up as the Queen of Swords. Like I said, this is someone who's exhausted. It's mental exhaustion. And now in your outcome, you do have the Fool. So this is very positive because it is about a new beginning. I feel like you're getting yourself out of this situation, whether it be a job or whether it be a relationship. I feel like you're trying to find a way to get out of it. And I feel like that's what you are going to end up doing. Yeah, you're definitely going to end up making changes, making adjustments, possibly walking away. You may be walking away from a job or from a relationship. Some of you, this is a source of income, but I feel like you're not happy with it. It's like you're taking on more than you can handle, or you're doing a lot of work and you're not getting the proper financial compensation. Yeah, so you're exhausted with relationships. You're exhausted with, I feel like always being the mediator. Always being the one to fix the problem. It's like something goes wrong, you rush in and fix the problem. And again, this can be career or love. Okay, either way, I feel like you're the fixer-upper. That's what it is. You're the fixer-upper. With the Three of Pentacles here showing up in the foundation, again, a lot of you, this is work. This is a work situation. For others, it can be relationship. But this for me is like, I thought I was going to make more money here. Or I thought I was going to have more money at this time. Like some of you were saving up. And something has taken you off guard that has caused interference in your finances. And I do feel that it has shaken you up a little bit here. It's shaken you up. There's some indecisive energy. You may feel like your hands are tied in some type of way. You also have the Five of Swords showing up here. Now this is showing up in the past. So, that's better than showing up in the future. However, it's like you feel that you have failed at a situation and, this is called the defeat card. So it's where you're feeling defeated, you're feeling like something didn't work out. Again, it's like you had higher expectations, and I feel that something has came along and caused some disruptions. With the Eight of Swords here, this is all about interference, where you're continuously being met with roadblocks. I feel like some of you are like looking online for new places of employment. Some of you may be considering online dating. I just feel like there's something unexpected here that is throwing you off. For some of you, it's where you're seeing a person's true colors, and you're tired of always being the one that fixes it. And this can be love and career. For some of you, it's in both areas. You're dealing with it in both, where you always fix the relationship. You're always the one to communicate. You're always the one to pick up the slack. You're always the one to come up with the extra money. It's like when there's a problem, you solve it. That's what I feel. You're the problem solver. And I feel like you're tired of being the problem solver. So in your environment, we have here the Ace of Cups. So many of you, this is a love relationship. Some of you are seeing someone get married or seeing someone move on. This is like, family, the family environment. And there's some, this is emotional energy surrounding this. So you may be feeling drained and depleted because you have so many family responsibilities. For some of you, that's what this is. But I'm also I feel like something has drove a wedge between you and your family. Or your family has driven a wedge between you and your relationship partner. It's going to vary, and with the Prince of Discs showing up here in the outcome, again, you do have a positive outcome. It's like you're getting very focused. You're getting very serious, and this is where you're focusing your energy and you're directing yourself to a new path. And the Fool is you. So I do feel that there's like an energy of escape here, and you're very focused, very determined, and very driven. Again, that's in the outcome. So you still have things that you're going through in the meantime. Yeah, some of you, this person is extremely immature. Or as I said, you may have children with them or a child with them, or you may be struggling with a child for some of you. Like those of you that are single parents, for example, it's like you're needing more freedom, or you're needing more help. That's what I feel. You need more help. And I don't feel like that's something that you feel like that's something that is lacking at this time. You're ready to find that perfect match. You're ready to find peace of mind. This is what's showing up in your crowning. So, that indicates what you're thinking about. You're wanting to find peace of mind, or you're wanting to make peace with a situation. Some of you want to make peace with a co-parent, or with a child. And others of you, like I said, it's just someone who's very immature. That's what this represents for me. With the Five of Pentacles here in the past, for some of you, something could have occurred 5 days ago, 5 weeks ago, 5 months ago, or, like back to last May. For a very small percentage, this could even indicate as far as 5 years. Because with it showing up with the 7, this represents karmic cycles. So I'm feeling with both of these, it's like you've continuously, someone may be kicking you while you're down. Like you're going through financial difficulty. You're feeling a little down and out. Something that you had high hopes for, I feel like it has crumbled, Aries. I feel like something here has crumbled. A bright idea that you had, or something that you thought was going to bring in a lot of income, or, an investment you were hoping that was going to pay off, whether that be financial or emotional. I feel like it hasn't. So it's like you are, you're trying to start all over. With the Nine of Cups here in the upcoming energy, this does indicate wish fulfillment, okay? So this energy is going to be alleviating. However, with the Hanged Man here, it's like some type of sacrifice is going to have to be made. So you're feeling very indecisive. You're feeling indecisive about what's going to make you happy. I also get that, like literally, what's going to make you happy. However, I do pick up abundance here, and I do pick up emotional expression. A lot of you may be single, and this would indicate having a lot of dating options. Like some of you are going to get back out there. You're determined to get back out there. Like I said, you're ready to find that match. You're ready to find that partner. For some of you, you're trying to start dating. You're wanting that emotional support, but you may feel like you have, you may have obligations to a child, and this may be something that is standing in the way at this time. With this Five of Pentacles here, I feel that there's been a lot of worry and concern over money, over, well, how am I going to get ahead? How am I going to achieve this? It's like, how am I going to achieve my goal? I feel like something has broken down. It didn't work out like you thought it would. Yeah. Some of you guys, it's definitely a relationship. Okay. You have the Ten of Swords showing up here. So like I said, family unit, marriage, a relationship here. The Ace of Cups is all about emotions. So with the Ten of Swords here, this is like where you're putting an end to a relationship, or someone may have done this to you. Having both of the tens here, this is positive because, after the 10 comes the ace. So there will be a new beginning. But I feel like, this has to come to pass first. And as I said, you're feeling like you're always the one to make the changes. You're always the one that, for some of you, you're always the one that has to change. It's like you're always the one that has to make the adjustments or do the work, or you may have to relocate. You may have to, pick up slack and start different jobs. It's like, again, Aries, you're the fixer-upper. That's what I feel. And you're feeling like, I'm tired of always being the one that has to solve the problems. For some of you, someone stepped outside of a relationship, a committed relationship. And like I said, they may be moving on, or you may be moving on. It can always go vice versa. But I feel like, this is some heavy energy. I'm not going to, lie. It is some heavy energy. But I feel that this indecisiveness will eventually pass. There is something that you're putting an end to here. You're thinking about the changes that you need to make. How you can move forward. And you are heavily focused on relationships at this time. Some of you are exhausted with relationships. And this is also, notice the eye there. It's like we're almost where you're having to watch your back with a particular person. Some of you feel like you're tired of always having to keep an eye on your relationship partner. Or you may be turning a blind eye to certain things, and I feel like you're tired of that too. I just feel like you guys are tired. That you may be physically tired as well. In your outcome, Three of Pentacles. So this is all about work. This is all about building and growth. Okay? So like I said, you are starting on a new path. You are starting a new journey. A lot of you, it's a new career endeavor, and you are extremely focused. Extremely focused on this. Emotions are high this time. Some of you may be involved with a water sign, which is a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. But this indicates, feeling very emotional. Feeling very emotional. Feeling like you need someone to nurture you. You need someone to take you under their wing. so to speak. I feel like you've done that for other people, but it's like no one is doing that for you. In the foundation, we have the Hierophant. So again, many of you, this is a family situation. Or a situation with a child. For some of you, this may be paternity. Others, like I said from the beginning, I feel like this is child custody, or child support. Something like that. With it being in the foundation, it would be something that's already going on. And I did say for some of you guys, where someone is trying to take advantage of you because you have children with them. So they think they can control you, or that they have you wrapped around their finger because you share children. That's what I'm picking up here, where someone is dangling a child, or trying to milk the child support. It's like the child support system. Like someone may be trying to use that to their advantage to take your money. And, there are people that do that. So that's what I feel some of you are dealing with. You may be consulting with an attorney. For some of you, I feel like there's a legal situation and you may be finding an attorney. Others of you, this may indicate counseling. Like those of you where this is the ending of a relationship, I feel like, you're finding counseling because someone you were dealing with, I feel like they had a very false persona. This can very often indicate someone who is narcissistic. With the 8 of Wands showing up here in your thoughts, this is all about communication. It's typically very rapid communication, and again, it is something that happens unexpectedly or out of the blue. And I did say that earlier. And you have 2 8s here, so this may be 8 days. 8 weeks. It could relate to the month of August in some way. But I feel like this is sooner rather than later. So I'm going with like 8 days or 8 weeks, but predominantly I feel like 8 days here. So you may be sending someone a message or someone sending you a message. And with the 2 of Swords here, this indicates, wanting peace. So you've struggled with interference, but you're wanting to bring a situation to peace, to resolve a situation. Yeah, so Tower showing up in the past. Again, it's like something happened here where something came crashing down. That's what I feel. And it greatly affected your finances. It greatly affected your finances. So you're sending someone a message or someone is sending you a message. And they may be saying that, they want to make amends. They want to make things up. They want to make things better. And you're indecisive of, well, do I want to make up or not? Because I feel like this was pretty bad. This was pretty heavy in the past, okay? It was pretty heavy. It affected your finances to a great extent. It made you very emotional. It's like someone, I feel like they weren't picking up the slack. They weren't pulling their weight. And it's like they think they can just do whatever they want to do. Like I said, especially those of you with children. For others of you, it's just someone who is very immature. And, so you're dealing with emotional decisions. Yeah, so here they are reaching out. This is where someone is making an offer of love, an expression of love. However, showing up as the Prince, this doesn't indicate, full level of commitment. This is where someone is making an offer. And that's probably, why you're feeling indecisive. You're not sure if you want to accept it or not. That's what I feel. Some of you are like, maybe I would be happier and more content if I were to stay single. Because I feel like this person, they have caused you so much. They've overwhelmed you in so many ways, financially and emotionally. And I feel that, you've been picking up the pieces and trying to move on. You're tired of you're tired of having the rug pulled out from under you. That's what I feel here. And so, they're making an expression of love to you, but you're indecisive. You don't know if you want to take it, if you don't want to take it. Some of you are like, well, should I hang in here? Others of you, I feel like you're very leery and you're very cautious. You may be telling yourself, I'm better off single because you're not doing anything for me. I have other options. I feel like you're better off single. Yeah, so you're very focused on money at this time. But I'm also getting like what goes around comes around. This does represent karma for me. So I feel that you're thinking about time in general. Like you've wasted time with a particular person or with a particular relationship, or just wasted time in relationships in general. And, this is positive because it indicates that things are turning around in your favor. I just feel like there's some situations that you have to end first, where you have to dead a situation so that you can move forward. And here you are showing up as the Queen of Wands. Again, this is someone who's very determined, very driven, okay? Some of you may be involved with another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I'm feeling, what I'm feeling here is you're wanting, or you may be involved with someone who's wanting that full level of commitment, like marriage, wanting to solidify something. And I feel that you may be dealing with someone who's very stubborn, very hard-headed. And I'm getting, there's like a lot of thoughts on your mind at this time. Very rapid thinking. And here's the Empress. So, it's showing up in your outcome. As I said, many of you, you're wanting the commitment. You're wanting someone who's going to nurture you. You're wanting someone who's going to value you and, boost your self-esteem. I feel like you need more support. You're needing more support in general. You do have a higher level of success here when it comes to finances, work, career. This is very positive. So any type of new endeavor you're beginning financially, it is going to turn out very, very positive. Starting as the 3, of course, but this is something that you are going to build and grow. And I feel like you're going to be extremely focused on this. For some of you, you're watching someone go through a divorce or, a separation. But like I said, for others of you, it's you. Some of you are seeing someone move on, and you may feel some type of way about this. Because I feel like you're in a time of need, and they're not being there for you. But you may be seeing them, be there for someone else. That's what it is going on with some of you guys. And you're wanting that full level of commitment, not just, not just something temporary. I do feel like you have options here. But as I said, it's like you had high hopes and high expectations for a particular person. And I feel like, they're controlling. They're manipulative. And I'm also getting like, where they try to put you in the spotlight in some type of way. You may be dealing with someone who tries to scapegoat you. They could be talking about you to the family. Things like that. There's a lot in this reading about family. Some of you, there's an argument or disagreement within the family, like a family member. Yeah. So we have the 6 of Pentacles here. This does indicate success. And the 5 of Cups. So there is a level of disappointment here. Like I said, something that you thought was going to work out has failed. And with the 10, with the 10s here, this is indicating it's coming to an end. It's coming to a close. This is something that is heavily on your mind. or, heavily on their mind. This is all about obsessive compulsive thinking. For some of you, you're involved with someone who, I feel like you're involved with someone who, they're a home wrecker. It is what I'm picking up. They're a home wrecker. And this also can indicate overindulgence, toxicity, codependency. It's like every time you think you're building and you're growing, someone starts throwing caution to the wind. It's like every time you think you're getting ready to solidify this particular relationship, I feel like this person becomes impulsive. It's like they do better and then they slide backwards. That's what I feel. And it's not consistent enough for you because it's not giving you that solid support system. Some of you guys, it's a lack of support with a family member, but others, this is a relationship partner. They may struggle with some type of codependency, or for some of you, this may be gambling or pornography, or, just always looking outside of the relationship. It's like you're dealing with someone who doesn't know how to handle responsibility, or they just don't want to handle responsibility. Yeah, your intuition is very high at this time. This also indicates secrets. So you do have some clarity that is coming in. You do have, it's like the truth of a situation is coming out. And I feel like your intuition was telling you that something was off. For some of you, you're involved with someone who's in a committed relationship, and they may have lied about this. And I feel like, you found out. Others of you, you're involved with someone in a committed relationship, and they have so many other obligations that they're not able to meet your needs properly. That's what I pick up here for some of you guys. And I feel like you're deciding that, you're just better off on your own. That it's too much responsibility, it's too much burden, it's too much for you to deal with. Like if they have obligations, to children or to another co-parent, or a lot of family obligations, you're realizing we're never going to have the finances. It's like you're never going to have the type of life that you want with this person, no matter how you feel about them. Because there's already a pre-existing commitment, or there's already obligations to children, and you're trying to decide, well, do I want to accept this or not? Is this what I really want? And I feel like this is something that is heavily on your mind at this time. Can I do it? Can I be the step parent? Can I handle the ex? I'm getting like something lifelong here. Some of you, you're involved with someone who's paying child support, and it's taking from you, from helping you build the relationship. You may be helping them pay it. Others, I just feel like it's affecting their finances greatly, and you don't know if you want to deal with it. For some of you, like I said, this person hid their relationship status. Or they may have even hid that they had a child. For a small percentage of you, I feel like someone was hiding a commitment. And you're trying to decide, what do I do? Do I want to make something more serious about it? Or, should I just drop the dead weight and get out and about and start all over? That's what I feel is a major decision that needs to be made. And someone may be asking this of you, where, they're wanting you to make a decision. Because it can always go the other way around, like where you're in a committed relationship. It's just like I pick up a lot of obligations, a lot You may be viewing it as baggage, or someone may be looking at you in that way. Like I said, it'll go vice versa. But it's definitely like heavy emotional decisions that need to be made. For some of you, someone was stepping outside of the relationship, and I feel like it's come out, or it's going to come out. And, with the wheel here, again, you're very much thinking about time and assets. I feel like you're wanting more assets. You're wanting more growth. You're wanting to reach a higher level when it comes to money. Power. I also feel that power. So it's like you're getting all your ducks in a row, and you're focused on building more, growing more. And I feel like you're cutting this person out, and you're dropping the dead weight. It's like you're saying, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I can't be your fixer-upper. I can't help you pay your bills. I can't help you with your children. I can't help you, get out of your obligations. Again, Aries, it's like you're the fixer-upper. And I feel that it's putting you in a place of exhaustion. So a lot of you are deciding that you would just rather be single. It's like you're ready for that breath of fresh air. You're ready for that new beginning. You're ready to, get out and about, do the meet and greet. I feel like it's become too emotionally daunting. And for some of you, there is a legitimate connection with this person. So, it's like head over heart decisions. But, you're realistically and practically looking at, can I have what I want out of life with this person? Can I have it? Is it possible to achieve it? Yeah, and with the Four of Swords here, this indicates trying to come to a mutual terms of agreement. With the Four of Wands, again, stability, home life, home environment. So things are going to end up working out. They are going to end up balancing out. A lot of you, this is closure, like closing a chapter, closing a cycle. I feel like this is up in the air. Like, some of you are going to work it out, and others of you are going to walk away. It just, it's going to vary. Because someone here is, I feel like they're trying to get you back. It's like they're trying to get you back. They know that you're feeling indecisive. So they're trying to make amends with you, But again, you're thinking very practically. So you may be closing out this cycle, closing out this chapter, and just being done with it. Yeah, the Moon. So this is all about secrets, things that are hidden, cover-ups. Some of you, someone definitely hid that they were living with someone. Or that, it's like a live-in relationship, or, a commitment to a child. It's like someone was hiding. And for some of you, where you're in this relationship, you're questioning if someone is hiding something from you. Like if they have something going on, behind the scenes. So this is all about networking, branching out, growing. And it's where, you're planting seeds. So someone here is planting seeds to grow, to lay down a solid home, okay? A solid family unit. And it doesn't have to be family. For some of you, you're just deciding to go on your own way. You're planting seeds and planning on moving, getting your own place, being single. When it comes to dating options, I definitely feel like you have options here. This may be something you're keeping a secret. I feel like you're heavily reflecting here. It's like, where do I want to plant seeds? Where can I grow? And I said that earlier. It's like, well, can I have this? Can I have this with that person? Or do I need to move on? Yeah, again, someone has been manipulating you, or, keeping you on a hook or on a string in some kind of way. And with adjustment here, like I said, for some of you guys, there is a legal situation going on here. And with the Nine of Pentacles, this is all about money. All about money. So I feel that you do have more money coming in. For some of you, someone owes you back child support, or, some type of back pay, alimony. It's like there's money coming in. There's money coming in here. For some of you, it's through some type of legal settlement, some type of court case. Like I said, some of you, it's like I'm definitely getting like back child support. And I did say that for some of you, someone's been trying to manipulate you out of money because you share children, or, just milking it. It's like they're trying to gain from you. They're trying to gain from you through manipulation. For some of you, someone wants you to help pay their debt, their bills, or help them get out of a relationship, help them go through a divorce, something like that. And I feel like, yeah, so you're trying to be strong during this time. This is all about, strengthening your backbone, so to speak. And with the Hermit here, this is where, you're suspicious. I did say that. You're suspicious. You're wondering what is going on. Some of you guys, this person, they're trying to use you to get out of a situation. And I feel like they may be telling you that they're doing it so that you can be together. But I feel like they're not following through on their word. It's like they're just trying to take advantage of you. So with the Hermit here, you may be pulling away. You may be pulling away from them. You may be disappearing on them. And yes, it's going to take strength to do so, because I do feel there's a heavy emotional attachment. But I feel like this person is just draining you and depleting you. Yeah, reoccurring karmic obstacles. You're always trying to piece it together. You're always trying to figure out what their motives are. If their motives are pure, I pick that up heavily. If their motives are pure, this is something that is on your mind all the time. And I feel like, you're getting tired of feeling that way. Yeah, this is something that's happened over and over again. You're feeling defensive. There may be, a back and forth struggle here, a minor argument here. And with the Eight of Cups, this is about walking away. So I do feel like you're heavily thinking about walking away. You're like, I think this is causing too much stress and too much strain. I'm also getting like dualistic personality. So you're dealing with someone who's acting one way to you and then acting a different way to someone else. Or, they're telling both of you the same thing, like someone who's two-faced. I picked that up too. This person, they may be involved with someone else, like you and someone else. And they may be using both of you to take advantage of you, like getting something from you and getting something from the other person. So I feel like there's a back and forth. It's like a tug of war going on here. And I feel like with this Hermit, you're snooping, you're digging. It's like you feel that something is off. And I did say earlier that some of you were watching someone. It's like they were moving on with someone else. Where they weren't supportive of you, you're seeing them do that for someone else. And like I said, you feel some type of way about it. This may be something that is very heavy on your mind. But I feel like it's only short term. You're dealing with someone who, it's like they they use people to get what they want out of them, and then they move on to the next. That's what I'm feeling. And you're coming to the realization that that is just the type of person that they are. So even though you may temporarily be seeing them, support someone else, be there for someone else, I feel like it's only short term. It's not something that's going to be long term. And you know that. I feel like this is something that you intuitively know. That even if they're doing that, they could be doing it just to get under your skin, or just to try and get your attention, just to try and get you back. It's like someone is trying to spite you. That's what I feel. And you're just deciding, I'm just going to be the bigger and better person, and I'm just going to better myself and not focus on this person anymore. I feel like you need to close this person out, leave them behind, and don't worry about them. You're dealing with someone who is a user. They're a user, and you have a huge breakthrough coming through here. Huge breakthrough. Where, you're starting all over. You don't want to be taken for granted anymore. You're focused. You're redirecting your energy into work, into career, into financial benefit, financial gain, wanting more. And with the Empress here, I did say for some of you, that there may be a co-parent. Like those of you in that situation, this is what you're thinking. Well, can I make things work? It's like, can we get along? Can I make this work? Can I envision my life connected to this? So, it's like I said, this person has obligations already. Those of you where this is you, this does indicate a resolution, okay? Where things are being resolved and you're working it out. So you may be working together to reach some type of contractual agreement. Like I said, child support comes up heavily. I'm getting like money and children associated heavily. So there's a lot going on here, Aries. But you do have some positive. It's going to all work out in your favor, is what I want to say. I really feel like the decision is up to you, especially with you showing up here in the outcome. Some of you feel like you were supportive of someone, you had their back, you may have supported them through a divorce, or, helped them with their kids, or, played that role. And I feel like you're thinking they made a fool out of you. It's like you may have been doing that without the commitment. And you're saying never again. So it's like you're looking away. See how she's facing the other direction? You're focused on how you can build, how you can grow. I feel like there's been a lot of lessons learned here. And I feel like you're looking to do things differently the next time around. It's like you're not going to allow that to happen again. You're not going to allow yourself to be sucked in or drawn in, or, associated with anything like this. I feel like you're wanting a completely fresh, brand new start. Someone was wearing a mask. It has crumbled. You had to pick up all the pieces, and how dare they try to come back around. That's what I feel is happening. You're trying to gain peace of mind, and you're trying to move on. So some of you, you may be telling someone off. It doesn't look, like a huge blow up. I feel like you're more quiet. You're more observant. You have a lot of thoughts in your head. And I feel like you're going to be making your decision on your own. You're not allowing anyone to influence your decision. And you're not going to be wavering in your decision. Okay, Aries, I hope that this was helpful in any way. and I will see you in the month of May.